What is up, you guys? I'm Dark Celtic. In the first episode, we talked a little bit about how to get started in the game, talked about each class individually. Then in the second episode, we talked about items and their purpose in the game, and I showed my loadouts for each one of my classes that I use normally. And in this one is going to be the crafting and trading system of the game. In this game, you can smelt class weapons, and so let's take, for example, the babyface blaster. It has to be from the same class. So the babyface blaster is from the scout, and the pretty boy pocket pistol is from the scout. And both of these will consume to make a scrap metal. So I do that, and I just made a scrap metal. That means both of those weapons are gone, and I'm stuck with scrap. If I take 3 scraps, otherwise known as 6 weapons, I can get a reclaimed. If I take 3 reclaimed, which is 6 is 18. Yeah. If I take 18 weapons, which is 3 reclaimed, I can get a refined. Now I can take those 3 refined and craft a random hat if I wanted to. So fabricate headgear, 3 refined metal. So 3 refined metal is 18 times 3, which I don't have a calculator on me and I don't really care right now. So 18 times 3, that's how many weapons you can get to make one hat. And that's why hats are very important in this game. But here's the interesting thing about this. If you don't want to do trading, that's your only way to get headwear. And you only get 1 random piece. You can take 2 pieces of headgear, miscellaneouses or hats, and get a random piece. If you don't like the 2, you can get a random one. Or you can take 3 refined metals, which is all your weapons that you've gotten rid of, and put it in there and get 1 hat. Or you can take and do the trading system. You can go to TF2outpost.com, TF2warehouse.com. There are 1,000,000,001 places for trading websites that you can go to learn how to go about trading. I started out with just a few weapons and traded my way up to everything I have now, which is in this right here. And I literally have everything in the game that I could possibly want besides an unusual. And I have had unusuals before. So when we get into trading, I have had unusuals before. I just sold them so that I could have actual items, because I want an inventory full of stuff that I enjoy rather than 1 friggin' item. Now, at the time that I had the unusuals, they were expensive, and all the items were expensive. So my backpack at one time was a very expensive backpack. But prices have went down drastically in the past while, so I'm kind of not even worth even remotely an unusual hat right now, which is funny. But anyway, you can craft. You can also craft a weapon that you want. So like a new weapon that comes out, like the Vaccinator, it's a new weapon. The Loose Cannon and the Rescue Ranger are the top 3 newest weapons of the game right now. You can take 3 quick fixes and a reclaim to make your Vaccinator. 3 lock and loads and a reclaim to make your Loose Cannon, or 3 Eureka effects and a reclaim to make you a Rescue Ranger. So if you want a new weapon that's came out in the game in the last patch or so, you can build it here under common items. If you don't want to go through the hassle of doing all that, you can always go to the shop and spend real money to buy things with $5 and stuff like that. But here's one big problem with doing this. You get a dirty one. It means you can't craft it. And dirties are significantly worse in the trading market between players than it is for finding it randomly. So my suggestion is, if you plan on keeping it forever, it's okay to buy it here. It's understandable to buy it here. But if you ever think that you may not want this item ever again, and I do mean ever again, do not buy it here. Try your best to trade for it through other players and find a way to do it. The other thing is crates. You can buy a key to open a crate. I don't know if I have a crate in my inventory. I typically get rid of mine because I don't ever need them. But crates, you can open a crate via a Manco key. which you can buy for $2.50. If you want to get in the trading game, and you really, really want to get in the trading game, buy you about 10 of these keys, so that'll be $25, and sell them for metal. And then take that metal and buy items that you want on TF2 Outpost or wherever. Let me show TF2 Outpost real quick. TF2 Outpost. Home. See, here's a bunch of people that's trading. Regular Bob here is trading 1 refined and 2 scrap metal for a crafting hat. Crafting hat is a hat that is craftable and not dirty. Here's some people selling some unusuals. Here's people selling real money for any unusual hats, so they'll buy your hat for real money. The Vintage Demo Man Throw. This dude's selling 1 for 3 keys. This guy's selling a Lacking Moral Fiber Mask for 2 keys, 1 refined and 2 reclaimed, and so on and so forth. So you can even buy games with your Manco keys. So Ace of Spades and Faster Than Light for 2 keys is what he's selling and buying. This guy's selling Civilization for keys or offers. Counter-Strike. The economy on TF2, like Brutal Legend, he's trying to sell Brutal Legends for 6 keys. That's $2.50, $2.50, $5, $10, $15 Brutal Legends. Now, here's the cool thing. You can buy keys on TF2 Outpost. Let's hit search. Scroll down to M's Manco key. So, selling Manco key. Search for it. This dude's selling keys for these items. He's selling keys for an unusual. He's selling keys for a hat. He's selling a key and a refined for a taunt. He's selling 8 keys for a bills. 1 key for 18 captain. People sell keys for various different things. So you can get keys. It is possible to get keys through the trading system without ever spending a dime. So it is possible to get keys and open crates. Now, why is keys so important in this game? I don't know. Manco crates, which you can randomly find through the item drop system, which I either destroy or give off to RBK or some other people. That's why I don't have any right now. Crates have random items in them and has a chance and an exceedingly rare item, which are those unusuals. Now, unusuals, let's take his hat right there. Unusuals are this hat plus a glowing effect around it. They're extremely rare and extremely, extremely expensive. There are some that go for $600 in real money, some that go for $1,000 in real money. Common, like normal, half a bud, 2 bill style unusual hats are worth around $30 to $40. The hats I had at one point was worth $60, and I bought a game with one. Actually, it was Borderlands 2 when it first came out. I bought it with a hat. But anyway, point is, unusuals are worth a lot, and you can trade up to them without using a dime. It's just you got to work hard at it, and you got to learn it and learn how to trade and go about trading, how to deal with people and stuff like that. But ultimately, the crafting thing here, you can build your own weapons from, which is kind of cool, and use the crafting area. For new players, I don't really suggest worrying about trading or crafting for a while. Get used to playing the game first. Alright, well, next is going to be going about each one of the characters and playing them individually. First, the next, we're going to do them in twos, so it's going to be 1, 2, let's see, with the Spy being last, because I'm going to focus on Spy because he's a little bit harder to play. So I'm going to start out with Scout and Soldier and how to play them in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.